Hi, this is Brooke Lovelace, and I'm bringing you a trauma-informed yoga practice today. You are invited to do any of the postures that you would like, and always stay in a posture if you would like. Move on, choose something different. If you're new to yoga, um, just know that this is a practice for newcomers. And this is also a practice for people who have practiced yoga before. So we'll take time to notice, and breathe, and stay in particular yoga forms, maybe longer. If you have practiced yoga before, then maybe you've done in other practices, but maybe not. So everything is optional and very suggestive in nature. And if you would like, you're welcome to start in a child's posture. And I'm going to be at the back of my mat. And if you want to wear socks, you can wear socks. I'm going to take mine off. But I do know people that practice in socks. So it's really however you're comfortable. And the same thing with clothing for yoga. If you would like to bring a bolster or a pillow, you could just have a throw pillow or something, or a blanket underneath your bottom. Sometimes this can really help in child's posture. And then you're welcome to bring your arms out in front. Bring the forehead toward the ground. Always could bring a pillow here or a blanket. And then just outstretch in front of you. And then begin to notice your breath. You might notice breath, or you might elongate, whatever you're comfortable with. If you would like to come into a different form, you can begin to raise your hips up a little bit. And then you might take your right arm and just thread it underneath and come down on the right shoulder. And your right face, cheek might come down onto the mat. And then you might be able to lower back down into this child's posture. You may even choose to stay upright a little bit, which is more of a puppy posture where your hips are raised. So a couple different options here to explore. Breath, if you choose here, inhale, exhale. Maybe you take your fingertips of your right hand, the fingernails, excuse me, and press them. So it's like the top of your hand, you're pressing your fingernails, maybe even your thumbnail into the earth. And letting go of that whenever you would like. And
have the option to always stay here or come back through center when you're ready. And if you choose, you could begin to rise up a little bit and press the left arm, threading the left arm underneath, coming on that left shoulder. And again, you could be in the puppy posture, or if you choose, press back, child's posture. Either one is available. And so on one side in yoga, we usually do the same thing on the other side. So if you'd like to add on here, you could press your fingernails, thumbnail into the earth, riding that hand top of the hand to the ground. And maybe you notice your breath here. You can always let go of the hand anytime. And then when you're ready, if you'd like, you could come back through center. And if you're ready for a new yoga form, you could come into tabletop, just coming on hands and knees if you would like. And then from here, we're going to find what's called cow and cat breath. So it's a little, what yoga calls a flow, where you're really yoking how you breathe with your movement, and don't get too wrapped up in, oh, I'm supposed to inhale, not exhale. Your body, it will come, and it really, it doesn't, and so many things I see yoga teachers do, they do the opposite. So inhale if you'd like, and let the belly drop. And just notice here, exhale if you choose, lift abdomen up. It's like a little cat arch, yeah? And you might do this more quickly. You might do this more slowly. Some folks really find a lot of movement. They might even move in their hips a little bit. They might really exaggerate their cow and their cats. Always an option to close your eyes. I know for me, that keeps me out of just a lot of visual stimulation and distraction. And noticing here where in the body you might be feeling this. Noticing your temperature right now as you've done a few yoga forms. And then when you're ready, we'll just come back to the tabletop. And if you'd like, we're going to come into a different yoga posture. So we're going to walk the hands out to what we call kind of a plank. We're coming into a forearm plank on our knees. So I've got my knees down here, as you can see. And if you'd like to raise the knees up, you are more than welcome to do that, or keep the knees on the mat. And then just kind of lifting the hips up, and the abdomen might come up here too. Breathe. If you choose, inhale, exhale. So in this practice, I am referring to breath work, which is a part of yoga, but in some cases, it can be distracting, it can be difficult. So don't let that dissuade you from the practice. When you're ready, lowering all the way down if you'd like. And then bringing your arms maybe right by your sides. And you can come down on either cheek of your face. And taking a moment to notice your body after the plank. If you like, you can lift up locust posture, lifting legs and arms and face off of the mat. Breathing here. And if you'd like, exhaling, bringing the hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes if you choose. I'm going to keep my knees on the mat, pressing up. And then exhaling, coming back to child's posture. Now you have options here. One is to pull through and find maybe some of these bent knee push-ups. And back through child's pose. Another option for you is to stay right here in child's pose and maybe rest your arms on either side. Either option is just a reflection of what you notice today. I'm noticing I'm tired and I'm choosing to stay in child's posture with my arms resting. And then if you would like, leading back to the tabletop we've been in before. Allowing for maybe some cow and cat breaths again. Inhale through cow. Exhale through cat. And not getting too worried if you don't inhale and exhale at the right times. And then coming back through center. You might choose to press your right hand out in front and take a look at it. And maybe press your left leg back behind you. And then notice here what is engaged, perhaps, or perhaps noticing breath. If you'd like, come down from there, take a moment, and then maybe you press your left hand out, maybe take a look at it, And press the right leg back. Again, you have the option of noticing here, breath, what's engaged. I know I'm shaking today. I'm feeling that. And then lowering down. Walking our hands forward if you would like. Coming to a puppy posture. Lowering the head down. So maybe you've been here before, because we had options in the beginning of the practice. If you'd like, you might pull through, if you would like to find a different posture, into Sphinx. You're invited here, or stay in puppy, or press back your child's pose. So several options have already been introduced today. When I started my journey in TSY specifically, I realized there were so many spaces where I was in different forms, and I hadn't taken time to really notice what I felt. Just physically in those different places. This is a shorter practice, and I certainly invite you to take more time. It doesn't have to be formal. You don't even have to, I don't know if it's a yoga posture, it just like feel good to your body coming into that. If you'd like to lift out of Sphinx, you can lift your hips. And then begin to press your weight back, finding puppy or child's posture here. Either one is fine. When you're ready, you would like another place to go. Bring your knees a little closer together. And we're going to sit on our toes. And I'm on a little blanket. I'm gonna put my toes on a blanket here. And just sit back. And you can find an inhale if you would like, lift the arms upward. And then exhale, what's called a cactus arm. And then maybe a few more like that if you'd like. When you're ready, if you choose, come forward. And you can come back to tabletop, tap your toes. And then coming down onto your bottom. So we have a few more minutes. I'm going to end us in what's called Shavasana rest. And that'll be on your mat. And from here, we're going to take just our arms up overhead if you'd like. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Sealing in, noticing. Sometimes it's nice to think, well, how did I feel before and how am I feeling right now? And then when you're ready, taking yourself onto your mat for Shavasana, any way that feels good. So I know some people like to be on their side, feel very comfortable. And some really enjoy bringing their feet together, down angle, or pressing your feet out, just laying flat.
It is your choice here. Well, thank you so much for practicing TSY with me, allowing me to practice alongside you. And I hope this helps you on your journey in discovering how yoga can help and heal.